Good morning, my dear friends. How you doing? Oh, man, so good to see you. Welcome. Hey, it's Dan. Live in beautiful Oak Lawn. Here, Oak Lawn, Illinois. Imagine paradise. Got it? Are you thinking of paradise? Then just a hair better than that, Oak Lawn. Or maybe not. Who knows? Hey, good to see you. I read a line recently. I don't remember where I read it. I can't remember anymore. And this is not an exact quote of the line, but it went something like this. Great line. It was something like, be careful about later, because later often turns into never. It's a very wise, actually very practical, wise and helpful thought. See, the idea is sometimes we intend to do something. We really do. We want to do this thing, whatever it is. It might be something like a goal or like a long-held dream, or maybe it's one of those bucket list items, and we really feel like it's important for us to get around to doing this. We're going to do it. But it's one of those things that perhaps doesn't have a real strong sense of urgency to it. So we are going to do it. In our minds, we're going to do this thing, whatever it is, but we're going to do it later. And see, the challenge here is there is an aspect to the passing of time in our lives that can be very, very deceptive. No kidding. It's the slow, gradual nature of the passing of time can trick us. It's very tricky. It tricks us into thinking that we have way more time than we actually have. So we're going to do it, but we can't do it right now because of this and that. So we're going to do it later. And time keeps moving. Time passes ever so slowly, ever so gradually. But there's plenty of time, right? Seriously, it's going to happen. Don't doubt it. It's going. But we can't get around to it today. Got other things and so we're going to have to wait until later. We're going to do it later. And time passes ever so slowly. Ever so gradually it passes. But there's plenty of time, right? It's on the list. Do you understand? It's on the to-do list. We've told ourselves, mark it down. It's a for sure goal. It's right there. It's in writing. But not right now. Later. It's a goal, but it's later. And time passes ever so slowly. Ever so gradually. But there's plenty of time, right? Except that this slow, gradual aspect of the passing of time really does end up fooling us. No kidding. Take it from a guy with some gray hair, and all of a sudden, it's kind of hard to believe, and well, how did this happen? What in the world? And we look up, and what seems so slow and gradual suddenly appears to have flown by very, very fast. And now we're out of time. We were going to do it later, and later has turned into never. That's why this line is such a wise caution. It really is. Be careful about later. Be careful. Right now is the only moment we really have to take action. You can't take action in the past, can't take action in the future. You can only take action now. Now, Jesus talked about the importance of living today. Taking action today. He said, don't get caught up in tomorrow. Take care of today's stuff today. Hey, you know what? You have one of those things you really want to get around to it. If it really is important, really, and I understand sometimes there are things we can't do just for logistical purposes. You can't stand up right now and go do it today. But if it's important, we might need to think about at least some action in that direction that could be taken. Something that we could do, that we could begin now. I really believe there's somebody who needs to hear this today. The time is now.